G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of the PC Setup Showdown, where you submit your PC or your setup to be featured on the channel for your chance of winning a prize. Last week's winner was Jared. Jared, we will be contacting you by email very shortly, so keep an eye out on that to claim your prize. This week we have Zach, Jason and Fadel submitting their builds to be featured. And if you would like your build featured on the channel, then visit the link down in the description. Watch the video, it'll show you how to enter. We're actually looking for a lot more submissions, so send them in guys for your chance to win. Doesn't matter how epic your PC is or your setup or how bad it is, we group everyone into similar categories so everyone has an equal chance of winning. I'll also leave all of the PC specs down in the description below if you guys want to go check out those links. And leave your comments down below for who you want to win. Hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. Our first submission is from Zach, and he calls this project NVC build, which stands for No Visible Cable build. For the specs, he is using the Asus Hero 10 motherboard paired with a Delidded i5 8600K CPU. Powering the graphics is a GTX 1080 Ti underwater. For the RAM, he has 16GB of G-Skill Trident Z RGB memory set to white. His boot drive is the Samsung 960 Pro M.2 paired with two 500GB SSDs for the storage. The cleanliness and customization of this case is amazing. Loads and loads of custom panels to hide the cables, soft blue and white lighting, and a fantastic water loop utilizing the cleanliness of the pass-through fittings. The motherboard itself is almost completely covered in a custom hand-cut armor which helps to hide all of the cables, hence the project name. I have nothing negative to say, however, I did wonder if you keep the front window off of your PC or not. Now the reason I say this is because that acrylic panel at the front is blocking the whole front section, so if you do leave it off, that would allow for the air to come in. So just let us know down in the comments below. I'm quite curious to find out how you go about that. Anyway, apart from that, thank you very much, Zach, for entering. Our second submission is from Jason, and this was a project that he built for his wife. Unfortunately, I have zero information about everything, so I have to judge it based off the visuals. Jason has created this unique, one-of-a-kind custom PC using primarily metals, all hand-cut and hand-bent. The birds on the front and the whole design on the outside are aluminium, which was hand-painted. At the front, he has a decent sized radiator, either a 360 or 420mm, which is plenty for cooling this open style system. The tube runs have multiple bends in them, so it is great to see that they are all straight, because multiple bends can become a challenge. All of the cables are sleeved, keeping with a consistent color scheme, and I love the green accent lighting on the motherboard. Fantastic use of the flowers as well, really nice touch. I love the look of the white fans, and I love how you mounted the reservoir up the top, which gives you an easy to access fill port. I would be interested to see how well it actually drains though. Let us know in the comments, Jason. Thank you very much for entering. Our third and final submission is from Fadel, and he calls his project FA. For the specs, he's using the Corsair Graphite 760T case and the Asus ROG MAXIMUS 8 Formula motherboard paired with an Intel i7 6700K CPU. For his graphics, he's using the Asus ROG Poseidon GTX 1080 Ti. The RAM is 32GB of Corsair Vengeance LED, and for the storage, he has the Samsung 960 EVO M.2 500GB SSD. Fadel has a lot of custom happening within this case. A dual water loop, using pass-through fittings to keep it clean, a custom motherboard tray and front cover, sleeved cables, and a power supply cover with a 5-inch display. Overall, I love the cleanliness of this build. He has stuck to the color scheme without overdoing it. I like how you added the strip of light on the top of the power supply shroud, which helps to illuminate the bottom portion of the case a lot more. My only suggestion would be to remove the strap on the GPU cables and add in a few extra cable combs on the GPU and the 24-pin cables to really clean them up. But apart from that, thank you very much, Fadel, for entering. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. I'll leave all of the links to the specs down in the description below. If you would like to submit your PC, remember we do have that link in the description. Also, just watch the video. It's pretty simple, looking for a lot of submissions, so send them in, guys, for your chance to win a prize. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. Comment down below who you want to win, and we'll see you guys next week for another PC Setup Showdown.